Welcome to Political Science 103. This is Professor Christensen, and this is an all online class. So I wanted to give you this video to kind of walk you through how the class is organized and how you should proceed and those kind of things. So of course, to get to the class, you would log into Canvas, and then you would go to the section that is this class. And for you guys, this is my class for you. So I'm just going to go there now. So I click on that, and when you click on that, that's going to take you to this home page. And in the home page, you can see I've got all of the modules here. I organize them by weeks. So since this is an 8-week course, what I've done is I've taken my normal 16-week course, and I've put the course into week 1, part 1, and week 2, part 2. So this, as you know, these 8-week courses are quick, so there's a lot of information to cover. So I've tried to set it up that way so you know exactly what's due and when it's due. And so there's all the modules, and that's how it works. So let me just walk you through one by one. So this first half week module, you've got this introduction to the class, which is what I'm doing right now. So if you were to go to this introduction to the class, you would see this video again that I'm going to send you by email, and it'll be right here under this introduction to the class. So this first half week is not a normal half week. So I'll get to the second half week, and this will make a little more sense as to what's normal. But generally speaking, this is what I do. The information I'm covering that half week, there are SN Intro to Government Doc. So that stands for Student Notes Intro to Government, and this is in a sense an outline of the things that I'm going to cover in the PowerPoint lectures. All right, now. Let me just back out of there. So what I recommend is going in here, printing this document, and then going to the videos, the lecture videos for that week. So if you come in here, what you see is here are the lecture videos for this first half week. Now the introduction is not a typical half week. There's going to be fewer videos in this than there is in a typical week. There's a video here. I'm not sure why the picture's not showing up. I'll try and get that fixed. But at any rate, if you click on that link, it'll go there. So some weeks or half weeks are a little shorter. Some are a little longer. Part of that is just the nature of the subject that is being covered that week. Let's go back here again. Now let me go to week 1, part 2. This is a more typical week where you're going to see some assignments, not just looking at student notes and watching the lectures. So in here, you have the GRA Chapter 2. That's what Guided Reading Assignment Chapter 2. That's how you read that. There's here a video that I don't require you watch, but it's really interesting if you have some spare time and want to watch that. It's 2 hours long. So again, only if you have some spare time. Okay, there is a discussion board that comes along with this week's assignment. So what you do is you would click on this link, and it asks you, it tells you the directions. Watch the video and respond to the following. It should say yes, following question, but there's 2 parts to that question. So make sure you're answering each part. I've got a rubric that's graded on. So you don't want to chintzy on these. You don't want to go cheap. You want to make sure you're answering each part. If that link doesn't work well, it's kind of got a bad sound to it, you can go here to this link and go to point 11 or minute 11:40 and then watch it for 12 minutes if that sound is just too annoying for you. Okay, here's some tips for success. So you do that, and then you'd respond to these questions. To reply or to post your answer, you would just hit reply. That would bring up this. You would type in your answer here. And when you're ready to post it, boom, you hit post and it's there. That's how that works. Pretty straightforward. That's what's going on there. All right, let's go back out of here. Go back. So that's so you do the GRA, the guided reading assignment. You do the discussion board. Here are the student notes for the Constitution, and here's the constitutional lecture videos. That's a more typical week. So let's go for a second. Let's go to the course syllabus. So if I go to Files, come up here to Syllabus and Introductory File, there's the course syllabus right there. So this is kind of a breakdown for the course, and attendance, of course, is not required in this one. I still have to have it in there. This gets breaking down kind of what I've talked about. You've got a guided reading assignment. It's going to be worth, all those are going to be worth about 25% of the grade. Weekly discussion boards are going to be worth about 15% of the grades. Late work, 20% reduction. Just get it on time. It's just so much easier for everybody. If there is an issue, though, let me know. Classroom etiquette really doesn't apply to you. If you have, if you need, if you have are disabled and you have some reasonable accommodations that I can make, let me know. So here then is the text. I've sent you that email about what the text is. And here's kind of a more easily read way to look at the class. So you got 25% guided reading assignments, 15% weekly assignments, discussion boards, and you got test 1 worth 15%, test 2 15%, test 3 15%, and the final test worth 15%. That's the basic gist of it. And then you come here and you can say each half week what is due. Notice that the GRAs are in yellow and the discussion boards are in red. Preparing for midterms, tests, however you want to say them, are in green. So it's pretty user-friendly there. So I hope that is helpful. Let me get out of here. We'll go to the next. Okay, so what I want you to pay attention to as well is due dates. What I've tried to do, let's go to, since there's nothing really due here, you do need to watch this. Otherwise, you're going to be lost when you get to those portions of the test. But take a look at this. This is due on April 26th. This guided reading assignment, chapter 2, is due April 26th. It says so right there. But if you look at it, it's available from April 18th, first day of the class. But now let's go back and show you something as well. So what I've tried to do, realizing that at some points in time you're going to have more time, and some points in time you're going to have less time. So what I've tried to do here is make things available far before they're due. So here again, April 18th, this is the second week, but it's due the first day, or excuse me, it's available the first day of class, but it's not due until April 30th. So I try and give you a 2-week lead time, so if you need to get ahead, it's possible to do that. Now I do want to point out one very important aspect here. Notice here is the first test, and notice when it's due, but also please notice this study guide for test 1 document. This is the study guide, and if your eyes are not fooling you, it was not there before I added it in. I paused this video and added it in. If you're not doing this study guide, you're going to kill yourself on the midterm. This study guide will really help you on the midterm. You'll see that if I don't have them there for the other midterms, I will add those study guides in. So I hope this introduction to the course is helpful. Also, one other thing, I teach another class that is a Zoom lecture class on Wednesday nights. So I will be on Zoom as office hours for you guys if you need to talk to me from 6:30 to 7 on Wednesday nights. I will send you the link so you can use that if you want to join for office hours. After 7 p.m., I will be teaching that section online, so I won't be available to answer questions on office hours then. So you'd want to join me from 6:30 to 7, or send me an email and I can respond to you that way. Hope this is helpful as an introduction. Welcome to the class.